I think you already know what my answer is going to be. So I guess this is going to be a short one. We don't really know yet why he did it because his trial hasn't yet started. But it's one of those very difficult to decide questions, such as would you prefer to be murdered by a lunatic or a terrorist? Or you can project it onto other people. Would you prefer your loved one to be murdered by a lunatic or a terrorist? And if you happen to be one of the unfortunate parents in Southport whose daughters who attended the Taylor Swift dance class who were murdered by the man whose name should have been used for the riots, and therefore the July riots should have been called the Rudar. Oh, I can never remember the Rudar Kubana riots. So he killed 3 little girls and he wounded 10 others. But I don't think anybody can honestly answer the question and feel that anyone else around him is going to agree about it. Is it obvious whether if we had the choice between being murdered by a terrorist or a lunatic, which it should be? I don't think so. And the same applies to all our loved ones. Would we prefer to be murdered by an illegal immigrant or would we prefer to be murdered by our spouse or parents or children or business partner? I think it is a very, well, the answer isn't obvious. And therefore, what are we to make of it all? I mean, obviously, people do not want an intolerable number of immigrants, either legal or illegal, in their country. And obviously, it would be adding insult to injury if we were murdered by low status people. But then, does it make things better if it were committed by loved ones? I don't think so. I can't resolve the matter myself because I know I would find it impossible to choose. So, what about you people? Comments, I hope, will come eventually about, well, any thoughts you might have on the matter, because apart from raising the question, I don't really have the answer. I suppose I could ramble on until more people came to comment on the topic, but I don't see it as being somehow capable of resolution. because there is no obvious answer, is it? I mean, and even if you did say what you preferred, nobody would agree with you, or nobody in sufficient numbers would agree with you. And I think the sensible answer is it doesn't really matter. If you had to make this terrible choice, I mean, obviously I mean, is it any better to be murdered by a foreigner than the local gangster, the unjust dictator, or somebody low status? I just see no way of answering the question with any confidence. So that's really all I wanted to say.